Hi everyone, Dhruv Raval this side. I'm a faculty at QuintEdge, and in this video, we're going to talk about the introduction of this subject SBL, that is Strategic Business Leader. Now you might say, how is this subject particularly different from other professional level papers? Let's say AAA or SBR or AFM. In those papers, it is kind of like the syllabus is soiled. The questions are kind of predictable. We have section 1, section A, B, C, 50 marker, 25 marker, 25 marker respectively. But SBL is not like that. How come? Because in SBL you have pre-seen material. Now what exactly is pre-seen material? Pre-seen material is basically a 10 to 15 pages document that is sent to you 2 weeks before the exam. Okay, so is it like I'm, you know, going to be able to predict the questions out of that pre-seen material? No. The document is provided to you to get a knowledge about the industry background. It could be anything. A sustainable clothing company, a non-governmental organization. It could be anything. So that is that. So this is how it is different. So the different comes to an end there. And then I have to, once again deal with section A, section B, and section C. No. You also have professional marks. Okay, what are those professional marks? The professional marks could be a difference of 49 and 51. How come? Because in ACCA, out of the total 100 marks, you have 80 technical marks and 20 professional marks. Now, what are exactly those professional marks? And how are they going to help me pass the exam? See, SBL stands for Strategic Business Leader. The exam does not want you to think like a normal student. Just like you have learned a concept, the question has been asked, you have to tick it on an MCQ, or let's say you just have to answer. It's not like that. The pre-seen material, along with that, exhibits. It's a whole integrated case study. You also have professional marks in other exams as well, but particularly in terms of SBL, it is a bit different because it's your first. It could be a first paper, and it could be the introduction on how you deal with the professional marks. So that is how it is different. So what exactly are those professional marks? You have 20 professional marks, all right? And these are divided into communication, analysis, commercial acumen, evaluation, and skepticism. Okay, what are all those and how they are integrated? So let's take an example. You have been given a case that management wants to outsource production to reduce cost and increase profit. Now, management, you are being appointed as an external consultant. Okay. Now, management wants your opinion in this particular case. So, how are you going to deal with this? Okay. Let's see how professional marks could help. First, we have communication. So, you are writing to the board of directors. So, your tone, you are addressing the CEO of the company. Your tone should be according. You have been asked to write a report. The format should also be according. Okay, so that gets you the professional marks for I mean, communication. And then we have skepticism. Management says that because of this, profits are gonna boost. So is it going to be the case always? No. You have to question the assumptions. It is always going to be like this. Like SBL doesn't want you to just state, okay, this is right, this is going to boost the profit, and then just end it there. Come, skepticism would be like question the assumptions. Are the assumptions true? We have to question about that. Then we have evaluation. Don't just list the pros and cons. Okay, if there is benefit and cost benefit, so because of that there could be a reputational risk, because if costs are saved, lower quality material is used, so we can hamper the quality. So this you have to stay. So this is how you're going to get evaluation marks. Same goes with analysis. You have to state, okay, if we are saving on cost, we are also, assuming that these are the factors. And then if costs are not safe, what are going to be the possible consequences? This is what comes under analysis. Evaluation. Got it? And then we have commercial acumen. It is not about saving cost. Hmm? You also have to state the other reasons. Okay, costs are safe, but what are the other factors? Is it only, is it fitting the economic environment, the outsourcing company's economy? Let's say we are outsourcing in a developing economy. So we have to state that although costs are saved, what are the other factors, economic factors that need to be kept in mind? Let's say foreign exchange. Okay, the economy might be unstable. So this is how the professional marks are deciphered. It was a small example, but you have to do it on exam. Now, what are you going to learn in SBL? The syllabus is divided into major syllabus areas. Okay, first we have leadership. Oh, strategic business leader. So it was obvious that first we are going to learn about leadership. What comes under leadership? What are the ethics that a leader must obtain? What are the qualities of a good leader? Then we have corporate governance. Governance is basically how entities and organizations are controlled. So you are going to deal with board of directors, all the cool stuffs that you hear in web series, corporate governance, the scandals. There are a lot of case studies going on, and after that, corporate governance codes were conducted. Then we have strategy, all the frameworks, the BCG matrix, the Ansoff matrix. All these are tools, not your proper answers. You will be using the BCG matrix to analyze a particular strategy. So that is the risk management. You cannot think about any organization who does not have proper risk management or who can survive without proper risk management. So you will be learning about different risk management techniques, risk mitigation techniques, and all that. Okay. Then we have financial analytics as well. So is this financial analytics similar to AFM? No, it is quite different. There is financial analytics in SBL, but you'll be calculating some ratios, KPIs, to form an opinion, to form a judgment based on an evaluation. Let's say you've been given a particular set of data, then you have to list out all the assumptions. These are the particular KPIs. So that is how financial analytics is given. Then you have technology, data analytics as well. So what are you gonna learn? Big data, cloud computing, cloud computing in the sense all the major areas that modern businesses require. There is even data analytics. There are terms about cloud computing, blockchain. So it's not about the typical business scenario. SBL is preparing you to be a strategic business leader in this modern environment. So that is technology, and we have change management. Hmm? So it's not like companies are gonna be like that forever. You have to make a change at certain point in life. So there is change management for that. How are organization gonna deal with a strategic change? How are they gonna deal with the employees? So that is where change management comes. So these are the major syllabus areas. So is it like the paper is going to be like, okay, section A might come, I'll be asked about leadership? No, it is not like that. It is one complete integrated case study. You'll be given a pre-scene material. Okay, so from that pre-scene material, 2 weeks before the exam, you'll be given the pre-scene material, and then during the exam, you'll be given the exhibits. Now exhibits could be anything, like it could be reports, newspaper articles, website extracts, spreadsheet having data about the financial. Okay, so let's say you have 4 exhibits, and then on the day of exams, you'll be having task. Now it is not like the exhibit 1 might help you to solve a task for number 4. So that is how it's all integrated. So if you mug up all the entire textbook, let's say, so it's going to help you? No. Let's say you apply BCG matrix. Okay, the strategy requires you to apply the BCG matrix, and you applied it correctly. So you can get technical marks for applying the BCG matrix, but not the professional marks if you do not properly link it with the case study along with the proper professional skills as discussed earlier. So this is how ACCA is structured. Now, where students lack usually, they think that covering the syllabus area is only important, but the core concept behind this paper is that you have to think like a leader, a strategic business leader. You do not have to view this paper as a traditional paper, that okay, it's all about the models, I just have to apply it, and so on. So yeah, the success depends on you properly analyzing the case study material. So pre-scene material is basically gonna help you to get the industry background so that you are quite comfortable. You will also be getting the pre-scene material on the day of exam as well to view it, of course. And what about the time management skill? This is also an important factor. Let's say in the first question, it was about risk. So you were very comfortable with that syllabus area. So you just kept on writing. But now it's not about that. You have to just write what is asked. Too much writing isn't going to give you extra marks, and too less writing also doesn't mean, too much less writing won't even does not even guarantee you full marks also. So you have to be appropriate about that. So it's not like you have to just sink in the first topic because you know that better. You have to also manage the other two exhibits as well, other tasks as well. And you have to make sure that you know the proper formats. Let's say you are an external consultant and you have been asked to draft an email to the board of directors. So you should know that also contains your communication mark. You should know the format of an email, a format of an report, a format of a memo, a format of a briefing note. So that is how you are even asked about presentation slides as well, along with speaker notes. So that is how you can succeed in your SBL paper. So what's the conclusion? Yeah, you get the pre-scene material, you get the industry background, you have learned the concept, and voila, as the exam day, you implement it on all the tasks. So it is important for you, most importantly, to think as a strategic business leader. So that is how you are going to tackle this exam. So thank you guys.